morning, students. Last class I discussed about types of leaves and the function of leaf. Just revising the topic, I told function of leaf for photosynthesis and storage. Today we are going to have modification of leaf. Modification of leaves. So by the word modification, you come to know that something is modified for their purpose. So here the leaf is modified into another structure to have or to protect or to for their function. So here according to this modification of leaf, first modification of leaf is leaf modification for support. So leaf is modified for support. Example, if you are taking a grapes plant or grapes tree, you can see that when it is climbing to another plant or when we are hanging it, we can see some spring like part in that leaf which will attach to the other plant. So that spring like structure is called as tendrils. Especially this modification of leaf modification for support happens in climbers. You know, there are many varieties of plant and one is climber. So in climber plant there are extra stem, extra leaf modified like spring like structures, and that spring like structure will attach to the other plant. It will grow upward. So for that attachment, that plant modified by itself to form tendrils. So tendrils are used for or help the plant to attach to the other plant, and it will makes the plant to grow top. Okay, then they will these tendrils will twist around the other plant and it will hold it tightly and make the plant to be in upright position, because in climbers the stems are very weak. So in without tendrils the stems can't hold in an upright position. So to hold the stem in upright position, this leaf modified into a tendrils, and this tendrils will be attached to the other plant, and with the help of it, it will grow. So this is what the first adaptation of first modification of leaf. Then the second one is modification of leaf for protection. Protection. So by the word protection means protecting from other organisms, from predators. So like leaves of berberry itself, leaves of barberry itself modified into a sharp thorns. Example, in a rose plant, if you are taking, you can see so many thorns are there, is it? So like that, in barberry plant the leaves are modified into thorns, and these thorns will be protecting the plant from other from the carnivores or from the herbivores which are coming to eat. So the leaves of the barberry itself are modified into sharp thorns, while the leaves of axillary buds are normal. Then the thorns protect the plant from grazing animal. So you know that animals which feed on plant are called as herbivores. So if this berberry, if the herbivores are coming to berberry to feed on the plant, these thorns will protect the plant. Thorns will protect the plant from feeding. So that is what the protection given by the modification of leaf. Then third one, leaf modified for food storage. Food storage. Onion leaf, if you are taking an onion, the outer covering of onion is reddish in color. They are called as scaly leaves, and inner there are so many parts we can peel it out. So that parts are a part of leaf which modified, and that parts will store energy. So if we are eating an onion, we will get energy. Actually we are eating onion leaf which is modified into an onion. So onion leaves enclosed with the dry scaly leaves become fleshy and thick to store food materials. The leaves are arranged in concentric ring. In onion, the outer red color is a scaly leaf, and inner part which we are eating or which we are cooking is a leaf which store enough amount of energy in it. So we can consider that as a food storage, leaf as a food storage. So then another so many leaves which we are leafy vegetables which we are eating also store food in it. So that is also a part of food storage. So these three, support, protection, then food storage, is the modification of leaf. Then another thing, modification of leaf in capturing insects. So this is a little bit different from these three, because this capturing insect, if a plant is capturing insect, it won't be a photosynthetic plant, it will be other than photosynthetic. It doesn't mean that actually if a plant is growing in a soil with less nitrogen, the plant won't get enough amount of nitrogen from the soil. So the leaves of the plant will modify itself to capture the insects which coming to take honey. So when the insect is coming into it, it will trap the insect and it will digest the insect itself, and it will get enough amount of nitrogen. So nitrogen, and the plant will get sufficient amount of nitrogen and it will start to grow. So example, insectivorous plant. Insectivorous plant is a type of plant which feed on the insects and get energy from it. Some plants that grow in the soil, I told you that the plants which grow in the soil with less nitrogen will go for this type of capturing insect leaves. Then insectivorous plant, I told you insectivorous plant, example, picture plant, picture. In insectivorous or picture plant, the leaf will be modified like this, like a bag, and here a lid will be there. Okay, so when an insect here inside this bag, it will produce a sweet smell and honey. So this will attract an insect. So when the insect is coming over here for feeding, when it get inside, this lid will be closed. So the insect will be trapped in this bag, and this bag will produce an enzyme to digest that insect, and the energy or the nitrogen from the insect will be released out, and that energy will be used by the plant for their growth. So such plants are called as insectivorous plant, and it is also called as carnivorous plant. So once again I will tell you their modification of plants. First one is support, second one is protection, and third one is for food storage, and fourth one is an insectivorous plant. Then, so these are the modification of leaf. Once again, first one is support. For support, plant has tendrils which help them to hold. Then second one is protection. For protection, plant leaf has thorns. Then third one is food storage, onion. Then the fourth one is insectivorous plants. Insectivorous plants are plants which eat insect. Porous plants are plants which eat. These are the modification of plants. Other than that, you know that if you are other than that, it is vegetative propagation of leaf. Vegetative propagation. So I will tell you what is vegetative propagation. If you want to grow a plant, we have to produce a plant from the seed. We have to produce a plant from the seed, or we have to make it grow by cutting the stem. But in some plants, the leaf has the capacity to grow into a new plant. So many plants in our area also will develop from the leaf. Example, bryophyllum. Bryophyllum. Bryophyllum is a type of plant in which if you are taking a single leaf and putting in the soil, at the tip of the leaf base, if you are putting if this is the leaf, and if you are putting this leaf in the soil, from here roots will be produced and it will be growing into a new plant. And after growing into a new plant, it will be cutting, it will be separated from the leaf and it will grow into a new plant. So such propagation is called as vegetative propagation. Once again I will tell you that if the leaves, if you are taking in some plants, example Bryophyllum, in local language we can say that chodakkela. If you are taking a leaf from that and if you are putting it in a soil and pouring water and giving enough soil with enough nutrients, from the leaf blade it will produce or it will grow roots, and these roots will develop a new plant. So such development is called as vegetative propagation of the plant. So vegetative propagation of the plant won't be in all the plants. If you are taking a mango leaf and if you are putting in a soil, it won't grow. If you are taking a jackfruit leaf, it won't grow. Some of the plants has the adaptation, or some of the leaf of the plant will be modified to have to propagate from the leaf. So such plants are considered to be vegetative propagated plant. In that case, example we can say that Bryophyllum, very familiar to us, Bryophyllum. So these are the adaptations of or modifications of leaf which suit the plants to grow in any situations. If you want, you can try this. If you are going to a market and if you are seeing any Bryophyllum leaf, that is what chodak leaf, if you are getting it, take a leaf and put it in soil and pour water. After a few days, if you are checking back, you can see that it will be producing root, and from the root the plant has been produced. So these are the modification of leaf. So once again I will tell you modification of leaf. First one is support, then next one is protection, the third one is food storage, and the fourth one is vegetative propagation of leaf. So by this I think the first topic is over, and in book bag there are so many questions. So I will try to give all the questions with answers within few days through the WhatsApp, and you can take down the notes in your notebook. So thank you for listening to me, and if you have any doubt you can ask me when I am coming in online through Zoom. So thank you.